How did we arrive at this juncture where the tension between Iran and Israel is on a knife's edge? And where does the United States factor into this precarious situation? This is the question that hovers over the geopolitical landscape today. To understand the present, we must delve into the past. It's a tale that begins in late 2023. Retired four-star General Barry McCaffrey warned that the US could potentially intervene with air and naval strikes if Israel's existence was threatened by significant involvement from its Middle Eastern neighbors. This came at a time when Hamas militants were launching attacks on Israel, resulting in casualties on both sides. The United States responded by positioning an aircraft carrier strike group in the eastern Mediterranean to deter further escalation. Just a few months later, in February 2024, the conflict in Yemen involving the Houthi rebels, international shipping attacks, and Western military intervention was garnering attention. The historical context suggested that Western military actions might not be effective in resolving the conflict, hinting at a more nuanced approach involving engagement with tribal leaders. Meanwhile, back in Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was accused by retired Major General Amos Malka, a 30-year veteran of the Israel Defense Forces, of prioritizing his political survival over effectively managing the war in Gaza. This criticism came amidst intense scrutiny for intelligence failures and the high death toll in Gaza, with critics accusing Netanyahu's government of neglecting the safety of residents in southern Israel. So, where does this leave us today? In a complex web of geopolitics, where every move has far-reaching consequences, the tension between Iran and Israel is not an isolated issue. It is tied up with the wider conflicts in the Middle East and the involvement of powerful global players like the United States. In summary, the United States has shown a willingness to intervene if Israel's existence is threatened, as evidenced by the positioning of an aircraft carrier strike group in the eastern Mediterranean. The conflict in Yemen suggests that a military solution may not always be the most effective approach, hinting at the need for more nuanced diplomatic tactics. And within Israel itself, there is political tension and criticism of the current leadership's handling of the war in Gaza. As we look to the future, it is clear that this situation calls for a delicate balance of power and diplomacy. The key lies in understanding the interconnectedness of these conflicts and navigating the fine line between intervention and diplomacy. This is a situation that continues to evolve, and we must remain vigilant in observing its developments.